Welcome back, Nerd Squad. The world of horror is a strange one. So many of us feel the draw to sights of terror and to being scared when it comes to our genres of entertainment. Strange because in day-to-day life we are always trying to avoid such spooky scenarios. At least most of us are. Most of the time. And yet the idea of being scared still holds this appeal. Why is this? Today we are going to explore the why behind that question in the world of comics, as we talk about some of the most dangerous and deadly female superheroes who we cannot help but be attracted to. We'll be exploring the specific why behind this question while we examine and break down just what we find so sexy about these terrifying characters, as we count down the top 10 scary hottest female superheroes. And be sure to stick around till the end of this list where I will have some bonus content coming your way. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10, Starlight. Annie January might not seem super terrifying on the surface, but as a member of the Seven, she is not one to be underestimated. Starlight is a superhero in the world of the boys. While she starts out as one of the few members of the team who actually seems motivated to perform heroic acts for the sake of simply doing good, she finds herself eventually changed through her exposure to the vile attitudes of the other members of the Seven, who are revealed to be all pretty much corrupt supers, only out for money and themselves. She herself also becomes violent after suffering constant mental and sexual abuse from her teammates. So while Starlight might seem like a sweet, innocent superhero and one of the kinder of the Seven's teammates, don't be fooled. Number 9, Deathface Ginny. Deathface Ginny is the hero and one of the main characters of Image's series Pretty Deadly. She is said to be very beautiful, getting her beauty from her mother's side, but she also wears the mark of a skull, inspired by her father, Death. Deathface Ginny is a spirit of vengeance, kind of like Ghost Rider, but more in a Western style. Western folklore style, really. She doesn't have specific powers, but is considered to be mighty deadly with a firearm and in unarmed combat. Deathface Ginny is hell-bent on seeking revenge on the man who caused her mother to kill herself. This man was originally her mother's husband, who locked his wife away because she was so beautiful. Too beautiful. And he feared losing her. Deathface Ginny is as strikingly pretty as she is terrifying. And there is something sad and haunting about her beauty that just draws you in. Number 8, Black Widow. Natasha Romanoff is the deadly variety of scary, which is what gets her on this list. Also, she's a highly skilled and intelligent spy, so I feel like there are many situations where you wouldn't be sure if you were able to trust her or if she was playing you. She also has a history of using the skills of seduction in order to get what she needs out of her target. Also, while Natasha may be good now, we have seen alternate versions of her that have explored a world where her superhero persona has all just been a big ruse. Even when she's not being explored as a potentially evil double agent though, we have still seen her kill people in her job as an assassin, while still being an Avenger. In 2014's Black Widow series, Natasha once more returns to her life as a contracted spy and killer. Granted, she only does this to acquire supplemental income, which she uses to atone for her past sins as a deadly assassin. And she really only takes out those that deserve it. She's selective. But still, the idea of her as a killer makes her pretty terrifying. Sexy, but terrifying. Number 7, Wolfsbane. Rain St. Clair is a Scottish mutant who is known for her affiliation with the X-Men team. Her mutant power, however, is somewhat frightening if monster movies tend to spook you, or if you're afraid of wolves. That's right, Rain's power is that of lycanthropy. That is, she can turn into a wolf or a werewolf, depending on who's drawing her. But although her appearance in this form might be startling, you shouldn't need to fear for your life around Wolfsbane. Her animal instinct does not overpower her human consciousness, and her transformations are not controlled by the moon cycle, so they're not as unpredictable. She can change in and out of this form as necessary. And Rain is pretty freaking cute when she is in her human form. And some might also find her cute in her wolf form, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. Number 6, Liz Sherman. With Liz, I think it's the danger element that lends well to finding her both attractive and, well, hot. Liz is one of the characters from Hellboy and is part of Hellboy's BPRD team of field agents. For those not familiar with Hellboy, 1, where have you been? Go check out the comics or the movies or both. And 2, the BPRD is the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. Kind of like when Angel takes over the LA Department of Wolfram and Hart, mixed in with like a little bit of a Men in Black feel. The BPRD usually deals with supernatural threats, protecting the world against demons, Nazis, and evil witches, while also researching that which is otherworldly in the process. Liz struggles in her role as an agent with the BPRD. She finds her pyrokinetic abilities hard to control, and usually ends up leaving the BPRD because of her uncertainty in her abilities, and herself, though she pretty much always comes back, finding the outside world even more difficult to navigate. Number 5. Jean Grey. I think with Jean, there's always this underlying fear of just how powerful she is, that both makes her attractive and equally terrifying. Being the preferred host for the Phoenix means that she is likely one of the most powerful beings in the universe, as the Phoenix itself is attracted to power. Power likes power, unsurprising. While Jean herself is typically kind, gentle, and understanding, if you piss her off, there is the fear that she could lose control over her power, lash out, and in some cases, potentially become the Dark Phoenix. If, she's possessed by the Phoenix Force at the time. There is still always that risk that the power of the Phoenix could return to Jean at any time, and that the smallest thing could set her off. Number 4. Josephine. Jo is both a hero and victim in the story Fatale. She is a mysterious character who finds herself tied up in a demonic plot involving the Elder Gods and a sect made up of people and beings that worship them. Her powers are both a blessing and a curse. They allow her to seduce and control almost any man who sets eyes on her. This usually results in the death of those who love her and whom she loves. But her powers can also be used as a weapon to protect her and others against those who would otherwise cause her or them harm. Josephine also looks like an even more stunning version of the already gorgeous Greta Garbo. While she appears as a woman at a time, she also seems to fit into almost any time period as well. She's also drawn by Sean Phillips, whose art only makes her appear even more attractive. Beautiful art. Beautiful art for the win. Number 3. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is supposed to be all about love though, right? So how can she be scary? Well, something that you may be forgetting is that Diana has also held the title of God of War, so she isn't always all about love and hope. As God of War, one of the powers Diana has is the power to command any soldier or army, which is kind of hot, but also kind of terrifying. So if you weren't already frightened by the sheer power of Wonder Woman alone, her super speed, her strength, her agility, or her skills as a fighter, then this added power might make you cower somewhat in fear at the prospect of Wonder Woman. Of course, it is also all this power that just adds to how attractive Wonder Woman is. She is scary hot for sure. Number 2, She-Hulk. She-Hulk, being one of the strongest superheroes out there, definitely is someone you should be scared of, especially if you make her angry. Not because that will result in her transformation though, that's not really how it works for Shulky, but because if she gets angry with you, there is a chance she'll use her super strength against you. Or even if she doesn't have her super strength at the time, she'll sue the pants off of you. Tony Stark. We've also seen just how scary she can be when she's emotionally distraught or unstable, like when we saw her turn gray. And then, she is proper scary, not the fun She-Hulk you were used to. Despite her somewhat monstrous appearance though, Jennifer Walters is still known for being one of the hottest superheroes around. She is smart, powerful, playful, strong, confident, and sexy. The whole package, really. Number 1, Vampirella. With Vampy, it's all about her sort of being a monster, or an alien, or an alien monster, depending on which origins we're going with here. Vampirella appears to be, by most folklore standards, a vampire. What she really is more complex than that. But for the purpose of this list, all you really need to know is that yes, she does drink blood. What makes her scary yet also sexy? This danger element. She could easily make a meal out of you if she wanted. Her power and the suspense of that potential danger of possibly being consumed by her is what is so intoxicating about her. She is also a hero who is not against killing, which only adds to the danger factor. Thank you so much for watching, Nerd Squad. I hope you enjoyed visiting some of these scary but equally sexy female superheroes. Who are some of your favorite female superheroes? Which hero do you find the most horrifying yet irresistible? If you could see any type of monster become a superhero, which would you pick and why? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Alternate Versions of Zatanna. Mariah Merriweather shares, I love how powerful she is, yet so humble. John is good, but she is amazing. He learned magic, she is born of magic. Agreed. And Zatanna has also come a long way in honing her abilities and her skills. I feel like she is often so underrated because she simply doesn't gloat when it comes to her capabilities. But this is also what makes her such a lovable and interesting character. Zatanna is also just so much fun. WW comments, Amanda wearing a Batgirl jacket. Catch, she will replace Ruby Rose. Oh my, I actually almost got a custom-made Batwoman jacket instead of my Batgirl one, oddly enough. I think Batwoman is awesome. I would love to take over that role. I have some stunt experience too, so that's a start. CW, if you're watching, feel free to call my agent. Maybe we can set something up. No one's calling me, but it's fine. I'm sad to see Ruby Rose go, but I'll likely still watch season 2. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feels shouted out in a future list. This has been Top 10 Nerd, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight. You stay nerdy, YouTube.